welcome back to my kitchen. I still don't have my camera back yet, the good camera, so the lighting is crap in my apartment. I just decided to film it outside to get better lighting. And I also lost my tripod, so I'm not doing so great with that. But I just wanted to film this introduction. The other night I made fish tacos, but I didn't want to just do them the Mexican way. I wanted to kind of play up on the idea of fusion, which is where you sort of combine 2 or 3 different cuisines together and you just sort of, make something up. So really, I feel like it's very American. So basically what I did was I made blackened tilapia, but I used Indian spices for the blackened tilapia. And I made like an Indian-inspired yogurt sauce, and then I put it together in a tortilla, topped with cabbage and tomatoes and just some delicious things. It came out really, really good, and it's very interesting. So this isn't anything traditional. I wouldn't call this Mexican. I wouldn't call it Indian. I would just call it fusion. So anyway, I hope you enjoy. And
okay, so the ingredients for today's dish is I'm using 3 tilapia fillets that are frozen, some fresh whole plain yogurt, ginger, garlic, a small tomato, white onion, cabbage, flour tortilla, or you can use naan bread. This is salt, pepper, and this is Tandoori Masala. If you can't find Tandoori Masala, you can use Garam Masala and cilantro. Okay, let's get started. I also forgot to mention that there's 1 Thai red chili in here as well. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a little sauce. So this is just 1/4 of a white onion. This is my little mini blender. It's called the Magic Bullet. This is 1 small tomato, and I also can't find my tripod right now, so things aren't really looking good for me at this moment. This is 1 large garlic clove. This is like 1/4 size piece of ginger, and then this is the dried Thai chili, but I actually removed the seeds just to get rid of some of the heat. So I'm going to puree this until it's a smooth paste, and I'll be back. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we just want to use the puree that we made, and we're going to cook it off because, these are all raw ingredients, and we want to make this like a nice sauce. So we're just going to cook off that raw edge. So I just put a little bit of olive oil in a pot. So I'm not going to cook this long, maybe just about, 5 minutes. I'm going to add some salt and pepper. To taste. So I'll see you back in 5 minutes. Okay, so my puree is ready, and I just put it in a bowl because I want it to cool down to room temperature. And while that was cooking, I also prepared the cabbage. So I just washed it and shredded it, just, cut it down, and that was 1 baby cabbage. So that made about 2 cups worth of shredded cabbage. And I just diced up some cilantro. I would totally add more, but slim pickings here. So anyway, I'm going to start to prepare the fish. Okay, so all I did was salt and pepper the fish, and now I'm going to take my Tandoori Masala mixture, and I'm going to very liberally spread it on both sides of the fish. Okay, and I'm going to rub it in. And I'm going to you want to use a cooking oil with a high smoke point. So I'm using sunflower oil. Peanut oil would be best. And if you have a vent above you, definitely turn it on because this is going to smoke and you don't want your fire alarm to go off. Okay, so the fish is ready to go in the pan. I'm going to turn my vents on. So I'm going to cook this about 4 minutes on this side, and then I'm going to flip it over. So I'll be back. Okay, so it's been about 4 minutes, and they're ready to flip. So just be careful. That looks nice. So you get like a nice blackened mark, but you didn't burn the spices. Looks beautiful. All right, so I'm going to let this other side go 4 more minutes, and then I'm going to let it rest. This mixture has cooled down to room temperature. I have the cabbage in the roll. I have the fish resting. It looks gorgeous. And I also made some garnishes. I have some cilantro chopped. I chopped some onions, some lime, and some tomato. All right, so I'm just going to take a half a cup of the yogurt, and I'm going to give it a mix. And I may want to add more, but I just want to see what this tastes like. So this is my sauce. And, you can have this sauce on so many different things. You can make breakfast and put it on top of your omelet. You can, use it as, instead of mayonnaise on a sandwich. Okay, I'm just going to give this a taste. Very good. So I'm going to add a little salt. And it's nice and spicy from the Thai chili, so you don't need to add any more spices. So I took one fillet and I just decided to break it up because I just wanted it to go more evenly on there. And I'm going to take some shredded cabbage. And I'm going to take some of my sauce. And definitely some cilantro, probably a lot of cilantro. Some onion. Some tomato slices. And I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of lime on there. You already have the yogurt, so it is a little bit sour. All right, and I'm going to fill this up and enjoy.